What's going on, guys? This is Travesty here, and today I'm bringing you my Paldea Battle Academy Week 2 battles. So we missed out on Week 1, we took over the team after that. We're currently down 0-1, -5 differential, so we've got some work to do to get back in things. But this week's battle will be against Gert and the Old English Ice Cube. So the matchup will be appearing on screen now. You can see he's got a pretty threatening team, some really offensive threats like Iron Valiant and Roaring Moon, and then some more defensive things like that Snorlax and the Swampert in particular I'm expecting to come. But there's a few options he has to run against my team, and I'll quickly go through the team I've brought to beat him. So our dedicated lead, pretty much unless we see a team without Swampert, I will be leading with this Pokemon, and that is Miles the Araquanid. So Sticky Webs are going to be really helpful. So we have brought that, but then we brought a Liquidation Endeavor substitute set. So the idea behind this, it got enough speed to try and outspeed a uninvested Swampert, or a very, very slightly invested Swampert, set up a sub on it that it can't break, with things like Knock Off or Earthquake or Flip Turn or anything. Then I can get my webs up and start just doing big damage with Liquidation. He doesn't have great water resists. He has a Slowbro, a Wo-Chien, and that Roaring Moon, but all of them would get hit really hard by a Bug move on switch in. Now I didn't bring a Bug move, but I feel like Liquidation still does a lot of damage. We do have the Terra Water as an option if I want to get some of those 2-hit KOs, but more likely will be subbing myself down to a low amount of HP, potentially taking Rocky Helmet Chip, something like that, and then going for Endeavor to try and bring something super low and keep those webs up. The reason we want webs up is partly for the Kilowattrel, so we are bringing a Specs competitive set. Basically, if we force that defog from Corviknight and switch in the Kilowattrel, get to +2, everything dies to a Specs Terra Flying Hurricane. Obviously that means we have to hit the Hurricanes, but his flying resists are a Corviknight and a Thundurus, both of which get absolutely bopped by Thunderbolt. And if we've got some chip damage up already, then we can just go for Terra Blast and not risk the miss. But the other way we have to avoid risking the miss is our Primarina. So we're bringing Moonblast, Psychic Noise, Flip Turn, and Rain Dance. So it is carrying the Damp Rock. The idea here is pretty straightforward. We're running minus speed nature to be slower than most things. We won't be slower than the Snorlax or the Slowbro, but we should be able to get good damage on them. We've got Psychic Noise to kind of take advantage of the rain ourselves and stop things from recovering. Moonblast is just good damage. A pretty bulky Primarina to take hits from or take a hit, I should say, from Roaring Moon and Iron Valiant. But the idea is if I can set up the Rain Dance, get a slow Flip Turn off, and then go into Kilowattrel, I can just start nuking everything. Now, the other options we have for late game win cons, we have a Black Glasses Protean Meowscarada. So running pretty much just max. We've got Play Rough, Knock Off, U-Turn, and Sucker Punch. That's pretty much all the coverage we need. There are a couple of things that can switch in and take those hits, but Play Rough is really good for those faster offensive threats like the Moon and the Valiant, and then Knock Off is pretty good, just spammable coverage for everything. Obviously we can't hit Corviknight super hard, but knocking off like Leftovers or Rocky Helmet would be great. And then Sucker Punch is really handy for if things like that Iron Moth or the Thundurus get out of hand late game, then we can clean them up like that. It's also super handy having a Dark type to be immune to Prankster T-Wave. So if late game Meowscarada outspeeds everything and we can just keep spamming Knock Off, then Prankster T-Wave won't affect us from that Thundurus either. Next up, we have a mostly defensive, bulky, but with a little bit of speed, Great Tusk, running Body Press, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, and Rapid Spin. So just getting that hazard control underway. Body Press hits almost as hard as like a close combat would anyway with the defense investment. So this allows us to really check Roaring Moon and just hit it back hard with the Body Press. And then Rocks will be really handy for trying to bait out that defog as well, or just getting chip damage on things. And you never know when a late game Rapid Spin helps to clean up as well. And then lastly, we have a running Rocky Helmet on the Great Tusk, by the way, and then we have a Focus, Sash, Blastoise with Shell Smash. Like I said, his water resists aren't great. If we get a +2 boost on this thing, Surf just nukes most of his team. except for that Snorlax, basically. Surf, Ice Beam, Dark Pulse will hit everything super hard. I thought about running Aura Sphere, but Snorlax is so fat it doesn't really care anyway, even if we get to +2. So that's why I want to try and keep the Tusk around to deal with that Snorlax and just try and keep it low with things like Psychic Noise from Primarina. If he does bring like a Curse Rest Talk set, then that Psychic Noise is going to be really handy to then bring in something like the Araquanid if he hasn't got many curses up, or the Kilowattrel if he has. So yeah, that's the team we're going to be battling soon. So I will jump to the battle now. Alright, back here with the battle. I am more nervous than I have any right to be. I should have picked different music. Oh, I still can. What music do we want? I guess we're going with Lugia. That's fine. Alright, let's see what he brought. I don't even know what this music is. There is literally everything that I thought. Okay, that's good. Wait, no, there's no Snorlax. Oh, there's no Snorlax. Oh, that's so good. Okay, Kilowattrel goes in. It says Iron Val, Corviknight, Iron Moth, Thundurus, Moon, and Swampert. So Moon could be boosted with Acrobatics, which won't be fun, but we should take one with Great Tusk. Iron Val could be booster speed. I am just going to lead with Araquanid. That was the plan. Make sure I put all 6 things in. Take my time to think about this. What else? So if he leads Swampert, then we're good. If he leads Thundurus, I should take one. I think, unless it's like Specs. Yeah, we should take even a Thunderbolt. So, and I can just go straight for Endeavor or for Webs, depending on what I'm feeling. Because if you Specs Thunderbolt would be a truly insane bring against a Great Tusk and a Kilowattrel. What if he's like Specs Volt Switch? Would that kill? I'll worry about that when we get there. Let's see what he leads with. Alright. Good luck, have fun, Gert. Encourage you guys to go check him out. Heard he's a pretty good Night Fury. That's the Roaring Moon. Do we see Booster Acro? No booster energy, so it's not likely to have Acrobatics. I think we take any hit from this. I mean, we're not going to enjoy it, but I think we take the hit if it's like Banded U-Turn. Or Banded Outrage. Yeah, we live Banded Outrage guaranteed. Oh, actually, unless if he's max attack, he might hit, but he does have to be Jolly. Alright, he could have Taunt on this as well. I'll just try and go for Sticky Web, and then I can Endeavor the next turn. If he attacks, that's just a knockoff. That's not even a 2-hit KO. Cool. Just gets rid of the Mystic Water, that's fine. What damage does that look like? It's looking like it's not banded. So it could be Scarf. Would make sense to lead with this Scarfer. Let's see, that brought us down... Oh, I need to put my little damage thing on. How much did that do? That did 141. Does that look like Scarf damage? Or unboosted damage? That looks like not even max attack unboosted. Cool. Okay, so probably not full attack investment. So we should live everything after this as well. So I'm just going to go for Endeavor, I think, and see if I can catch something on the switch. There's the U-turn. Chips us down a little bit more, so not choiced. That's good to know. Might be Chople. But if it's not Scarfed, that means Corviknight guarantees outspeeds. Scrappy Coo. Who are you? That's the Corvi. It's Pressure. That's good. Because it means it's not Mirror Armor. Endeavor does well, and it's Rocky Helmet. Alright, perfect. So we cannot sub up on this. We could kill ourselves to Rocky Helmet, but I'm actually going to hard switch into Kilowattrel, because if you go for defog, you're cooked, mate. Preserves Arachnid as a sack for later. He just goes for Roost. Alright, that's really good. Probably should have just gone... If we'd gone for Liquidation or Endeavor again, that would have been better. That's alright. We can try and keep this thing low, and it didn't defog, importantly, so he has to go into Swampert here. And I would... If it's not Spadef, I two-shot with Terra Blast, but I don't kill Corviknight with Terra Blast. So it's whether he tries to U-turn. Because I'm pretty sure this thing is going to be Spadef. I kind of have to Thunderbolt. If he does go into Swampert, I'm just going to go back into Arachnid. So we're just going to Volt Switch here. Yeah, he does switch out. It's probably the Swampert coming in. Oh, he goes into Roaring Moon. Okay, that's actually kind of good. Ah, it's Boots. Cool. Write that down. Boots. I didn't see what kind of damage we got on it, but I might just go into my Tusk here. Because I mean, it does... This thing could be Dragon Dance, although it's knockoff, so... yeah, because Body Press just smacks this thing, and I can get my rocks up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I could also go... Because we know you're not... I could go straight into... What does this switch into a Meowscarada? Probably that Corviknight. Which we could knock off and then go back into... Yeah, go into Meowscarada. Because I'd rather keep momentum up. I'm pretty sure U-turn will make this thing's day miserable. Yeah, I can just U-turn here. Because we know your Boots and you're about 76%, so U-turn should be a kill unless you're invested, so I'm just going to U-turn. Cool. Alright, this is a good chip on the Moon. We still need a little bit more on Corvi. We'll see if it's Rocky Helmet. He does switch out. Yeah, there's the Corviknight. Man, if I had just endeavored this thing, it would be dead. That's alright. This will do the square root of fuck all. And he is Helmet. Cool, good to know. Knock off next time. But I did want to keep that momentum up. Do I go Primarina here? No. I think I just go back into Kilo. And we Volt Switch again. Because again, if he goes Swampert, I just go back into the Arachnid, sack it to whatever it wants to go for, or if he goes for Rocks, then I get off a Endeavor. So keeping webs up is really handy for Kilowattrel late game. Yeah, Mudblood, that's got to be the Swampert, right? Yeah, cool. That's fine. Not Boots, good to know. But I could have got a really big hit off on this, but that's fine. We just go into Arachnid, probably sack it. So he's... I mean, he probably doesn't think we're choiced, because why would we stay in there? That was a weird angle. He does get his rocks up. Cool. We can spin those away on a few things. I'm just going to Endeavor here and see if we outspeed. Because if he goes into Corviknight for the Rocky Helmet kill, then that thing is super low. We can just revenge it with Tusk and get rocks up or spin, potentially. Would spin do 48 to a Corviknight? I don't know, but we'll see if once he makes his mind. Yeah, we do outspeed. That's cool. That's great. That's great, because this thing is now fucked. And that should be in rapid spin range. Oh, of course, we had webs up. Of course we outspeed. Is it lefties? Yeah. So, he will probably try and keep this around because he just needs the electric immunity. But now I can just Terra Fly, and I should two-shot the Corviknight still. Do I kill with rapid spin? Does 8 to 10 if he's Fizz Def, but he's probably got Spadef investment, right? He doesn't do much to us. He would just die to Rocky Helmet if he attacks. And Rapid Spin will do 12, which should be enough after lefties, or maybe not quite. I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin kill. This thing doesn't take a lot from rocks. I don't really want to get rocks chip on Kilo. Oh, Rapid Spin would not do enough. That's more like 18. I forgot how much lefties is. Okay, so Rapid Spin won't kill, but anything else will. And even if he defogs at all with Corviknight, he's cooked. So what would he bring in after this? Probably the Thunderous. I'm actually going to go for rocks here, because if he stays in, he probably goes for Surf, and that would do a lot. Come on, Calc, work with me here. That would do a lot, but do I need health on this? Would I rather have rocks up? I think I'd rather have rocks up. And he might switch. He stays in. See what he goes for. Probably Surf. Flip turn. Okay, so he should take a good amount of Rocky Helmet chip here. And now if we get rocks up, Swampert is just dead. Which I would almost do. If he goes into Corviknight here. If he goes into Thunderous, we're in a pickle. That's got to be the Thunderous. Are you boots as well? Alright. So his boots on everything. So those rocks were useless. This thing might just kill me. I don't think I have a great switch in. Which means rocks would stay up, which sucks. Unless I can force him to defog. Can Meow switch in? Because let's see, what's he likely to go for? He could just set up here. An agility or a nasty plot. And body press is not doing enough. Sucker Punch from Meow does do a lot. And we know he can't Prankster T-Wave. I think I'm going to risk the Meow switch. Sludge Wave will kill. Oh, we're running out of time. I'm going to go for Meow. I want to be able to spin later. I can spin on Corviknight, Swampert, potentially Val or Moth if they're not boots as well. This is not going great. Ah, fuck. Should have stayed in. That's not great. That's not good. If I'd stayed in and spun there, I didn't expect a U-turn. And I don't think we can tell if that's invested. Damn it. That was a good play. Okay, so it's at least got IVs, maybe not Timid. So it goes into Moon. I think this is my chance to spin away those rocks, which I want to do. What's my end game here? If I Shell Smash up, I win. As long as Valiant doesn't have... If I force a switch and Shell Smash up, I win. I'm going to go for Rapid Spin here. If he goes back into Thunderous, I sack this thing. I just get damage. If he's got U-turn, he's probably not set up. Yeah, he sacks the Swampert, probably dies, so we don't get to spin. The Swampert dies to rocks. What killed ye old... What killed Raquinid again? I think he just goes Thundy here. Oh, this is going to be Valiant, isn't it? Are you also Boots? Is everything just Boots? Everything is Boots. God damn it. So he's not even going to try and defog. We don't have a switch in. I just go for spin. He just Moonblasts and we die, and that's fine. But everything being Boots means that they're not Scarfed, which means we still achieve the Kilowattrel endgame that we need, because the Terraflying Hurricane does just kill. So we go into... our Primarina here. Or do I go into Blastoise actually and set up? Not getting that spin-off was annoying. Gertz played this really well. I think... What would Primarina bait in? He might just stay in, because we don't really know what damage he is based on that Moonblast. That would have killed from anything. Gonna go Prim. He probably goes Corviknight. So he knew he couldn't defog. It's good to know, but everything being Boots means I should outspeed. I should two-shot that Thunderous with... But then if he... this is complicated. I'm not sure if we can pull this out. I'm going to go for Rain Dance. Because he should switch into Corviknight, and then we can get the slow flip turn. Yep, there's the Corviknight. I probably should have Psychic Noised first, because this thing's just going to roost on me. Right, then we Psychic Noise here, and then slow flip turn. Hopefully that puts the fear of God into him. Everything is just Boots. Okay, he just U-turns. So if we flip turn there, we won, I think. Because that dies to a Specs Terraflying Hurricane at this point. He goes into Moon. That's right. We can just slow flip turn on this as well. Wait, so Moon isn't Boots. But it's not taking webs, am I? Ah, Clear Amulet. That's what you are for all the Intimidators. Okay. That's fine. Slow flip turn here. Because if he goes back into Corviknight, that's fine. Thunderous should take... Yeah, he's going to go into the Corvi here. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And that's below half. There's no way even a fully Spadef Corviknight takes this from Kilowattrel. The only thing is the Thunderous. Fully Spadef. Terraflying. Oh, Terraflying Hurricane does 36.8. I thought it did more. What calcs did I have in my head? Or do I go into Blastoise here and smash up? That'll die to Surf. This should die to... What if it roosts up? How much is Blastoise doing? At +2. Not enough. Not enough. To Spadef Corviknight if he roosts. Alright, we have to go Kilowattrel. If I just Psychic Noised again... I need to see what damage this thing is at. Oh, no, that's in range of a hurricane. Okay, okay. Nah, we're good. Show me your switch-ins, bro. Unfortunately, I think Thunderous probably cleans up here because the... because the sash is broken. That's one of those annoying things where, like, if I'd gotten a tiny little bit more health, maybe I shouldn't have gone for rocks with Tusk. I should have just gone for spin. Alright. Call of the Night dies to Kilowattrel. He has to go Thunderous here. There is no other thing he can go. Valiant dies, Moth dies, Moon dies. And we unfortunately do die here to a Thunderbolt because we're competitive, not Volt Absorb. I changed that last minute. But I don't have a switch in. Everything on my team is weak to Electric at this point. Electric Terrain. Interesting. So he can get the booster on things. But that means this dies. And we still have webs up, so Roaring Moon comes in. God, that does so much damage. No, because Roaring Moon doesn't get the boost. Only Valiant gets the boost. So Valiant has to be Boots. Which I think we saw that it was. Okay, I think there's still a chance. What do you sack here? Moon? Yeah. I can't believe he gave me Electric Terrain. If I was Specs Thunder, Terra Electric Thunder, oh boy. But that's fine. So you preserve the Thunderous. Solaris, that's going to be the Moth. So you're going to get the boost. Special attack booster. I think you still die. Maybe not in one. I think I was counting for some chip. Yeah, it lives one. And with the Electric Terrain, a discharge will take out everything I have left. Well, go for the confusion. Sometimes that's your out. Here's Terra Ghost. That's not really going to matter. I guess it matters for like Aquajet on Blastoise, but I didn't bring that anyway. That was a clever bring. I didn't expect Electric Terrain. Because Booster's best attack is just going to kill everything. So, oh my god. What? Wait, why did that live? Am my calcs wrong on something? What just happened? Oh, I haven't been clicking the Terra Flying button on my calcs. Okay, I think we might win then. Because it depends how many turns of rain are left. So he has to be booster speed on Val at this point. So he's got Thunderous and Valiant left. Valiant dies to a Hurricane, like 4 times over. So unless it's booster speed, it has to be booster speed and boots, but the fact that he hasn't gone into it, we might clutch this out. It's got to be speed, right? Speed was heightened. Yeah, so you outspeed me. Do you kill me with anything? I think I just stay in. And then maybe Primarina cleans up. Thunderous might still have this. This is going to be close. See if your OU Calm Mind... Ooh, we might live a Moonblast if it's unboosted. Well, I think I just stay in and Hurricane. Kilowattrel, do you live? No. Damn, I did have a tiny bit of Spadef investment. Okay, it's probably boosted. The rain stops. That's the worst time for the rain to stop. So if I go into Primarina, we live 1, guaranteed, but he'll just stay in, let me kill him, is the thing, with a Moonblast, and then Thunderous just cleans up. If I go into Blastoise, we should live 1, we should get the Shell Smash off, and we should win. We EV'd this to outspeed a +1 Valiant. After a smash. So if he's not choiced, let's see, because he could be Specs. Oh, this is going to be close. If he's Specs, we still live, and then we kill with Surf afterwards. And if he's not Specs and he has Thunderbolt, then GG. Calm Mind. Okay, okay. I don't think you live at +1s for def, it might. Because I don't hit this thing super effectively. Damn, I needed just a tiny bit of chip or the rain to be up. But now we might live a Moonblast still? No, because we're at -1 because we're Sash. Ah, again, another thing I changed last minute. Because he's +1 special attack, and we're now -1 per def. Yeah, I think this just cleans up now. But because we didn't put us in torrent range, which we needed. Yeah. GG. Well played, Gert. That was close. I thought I had an out at the end there, and I might have, but I think Calm Mind was a really smart play. Because I think this just kills Primarina now. And if it doesn't, Thunderous just outspeeds. Damn. I mean, Moonblast, whatever. We do live, but so it'll be a close 1-0. But I have nothing for that Thundy. Maybe I should have preserved Kilowattrel. What did it... Yeah. If I'd gone into this and sacked it and preserved the Kilowattrel, that was probably my out. Well, GG, a close 1-0. It's going to finish us off with a Thunderbolt, which was a good bring. But, oh well, live and you learn. Electric Terrain was a really smart bring, and then Boots to deal with the sticky webs. I'm sad I didn't get to bait him into Defog. I was kind of hoping I was going to force him to Defog with Hazard Stacking. If I had managed to get that spin off rather than the rocks, I think that would have won me the game as well. Although rocks chip on Corviknight, I don't know. It's hard to tell. But that was a good, fun game. That was close. So thanks, Gert. That was good. And yeah, stay tuned. We will keep uploading these every week. And we'll hopefully get a better result next time. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.